Hi there, I'm going to be talking about the AP French Language and Culture exam. So the French language and Culture exam features many different components. The component we'll talk about first is the reading section of the exam. The reading section features 40 multiple choice questions with reading passages which you must read and then answer. This is a terrible selection, it's not very easy, but at least the answers are in the text. The key thing to this is pacing yourself to the point where you have time at the end to go and review your answers. Do not read the whole passage. If you read the whole passage, you will not have time to correctly weigh up each answer choice and then figure out the correct one. Therefore, I advise read the question first, try and understand what the question's going for, and then read the passage and look for the words in the question within the passage. Now, if you can't find the words within the passage, what I would do is I would look at all of the questions as a whole and try and understand the scenario and what it's talking about. Most of these reading selections are rational. They don't have crazy answers, so you can actually look at it and develop the story and say, okay, that makes sense. A in this question makes sense with relevance to question number 2, where B is there. An example of this being, if the reading passage is about playing lacrosse in France, and it's about a specific match of lacrosse, what you can say is if you have a knowledge of lacrosse, you can say, and one of the questions features an inquiry as to which team won. Okay, so you can look at the other questions, which perhaps say another question featured, how did Vincent feel after the game? And you can see from the many different answer choices that they lean one way. So perhaps the answer choices are Vincent felt sad, he felt happy, he felt disappointed, he felt guilty. Okay, from that what you can weigh up is most likely Vincent had negative connotations towards the game from that question. You can then use that question to answer another question which features, did Vincent lose? Now, if it is logical based on the answer choice to one question that Vincent felt poorly after the game, it's furthermore logical that he lost the game. So my greatest advice is don't read the passage, read the questions, look for words from the questions within the passage. After that, try and connect the questions and see what you can decipher from the answer choices and the other ones to try and develop a story, try and develop what is actually being said, and look for logic. In the end, if you have to guess, at least guess logically. Thank you very much. I'll be featuring other videos on the other components within the AP French Language and Culture exam. Thank you and goodbye.